Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Shade 45, Heather B.
Yes, talk to me,
Man, come
Sway.
on, Heather.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on.
There's some people in the game, we were talking about this earlier when we were talking about this GQ list and they gave Kendrick Rapper of the Year and then people start throwing other names out there. And it was, well, some names, man, I don't care what you say. They're in the Raptors no matter what. Mm-hmm. You don't even put them on the same level as competition as these other dudes. You know, that's who Michael Jordan is to the NBA.
Put too much work in already.
Put too much. That's what Reggie Jackson is to the MLB.
Put too much work in.
You know, that's who Carl Lewis is to track and field.
Put too much work in.
You know, that's what Fred Astaire is to, you know, you know, and that's what Bun B is to hip hop, and he's here with us today, man. Bun B, the legendary.
Wow.
He's here. Trill OG, the Epilogue. That's the album. I had a chance to breathe on it. First of all, Bun, good to have you here.
Good to see you, man. I don't think I've seen you since All-Star.
Since the All-Star weekend, that's right. And we were partying, matter of fact.
Yeah, we were turned up last time I saw you.
Yo, man, we went to Bun had a daytime party in Houston, and then I felt my body was out of whack. I felt guilty for no reason when I walked out. The sun was still out.
That's how you party,
Yeah, we
Sway.
went through. I was looking at the table, and we had like 8 bottles in front of us, and it was like 6:30.
In the evening, remember
in the
that?
afternoon, and I was like, wow, because the club was so dark.
Yeah.
It was like a Vegas thing. You didn't really know what time it was. You just turned up. And, we walked out that joint like it was supposed to be 3 in the morning. It was like 7. It wasn't even dinner yet.
It wasn't even dinner yet, man. But that was a whole, but see, that's what Bun does.
Yeah.
You know, he's an innovator. You know, this new album you got, first of all, congratulations on all the success.
Thank you.
With the university. You still doing the lecturing?
Yes, sir.
You still
Tuesdays
part
and
of-
Thursdays. Just I had to take today off
You took today off.
to come rock with you.
So let me ask you this. Do a lot of students, when they come to the university, it's Rice, right?
Rice University
Rice
in
University.
Houston. Yes, sir.
Do they specifically ask for your course now, or how does that work?
Well, I mean, it's just like registering for anything else. You know, you want to get in the class that you're interested in, you got to get there early. And in my case, you got to get there real early.
Yeah.
So, luckily, like the problem we had last year was that, the 300s get to pick their classes before the 100s. So a lot of the older kids beat the younger kids to the punch. So we had to kind of put, extra number of seats available for the 100 so the young students could get in.
Students. Now, how do you prepare your curriculum? I mean, you're a rapper. Do you going to come off the top of the head, or are you writing?
No. I mean, this is the syllabus is prepared, first day class. We let them know what it's going to be. And, we show them the reading list, all the supplemental information they're going to need, and how they get to see how extensive the course is. It's not just me, playing rap videos. Like, you see that? All right, let's go to the next song. No, it's a very in-depth course. And the way it's structured, we demand, like, interaction. It's not a course where I just kind of just spit out information and they just, take it in. We're asking them to question anything that's said in the classroom. If you feel a certain way about how I presented it, then feel free to let me know how you took it in, and then maybe you may be offering a new perspective to me.
Wow, Bun B is here.
Were you approached to do this, or did you approach them? Because I find it so fascinating that you're doing this. I mean, of course, the perfect person to do it, but did you approach them, or they approached you?
Initially, this course was already being taught by Dr. Penn. They brought me in to like as an interview, to talk to me about hip hop, religious impact of my music and so forth. And then during the course of the interview, before the interview, after the interview, we just kind of found out that, we had, similar ideologies, similar outlooks on life. And he approached me with with the opportunity. And I just, I was nervous at first, but I realized this was something that would help give hip hop a different look.
Yeah.
Because, one of the main problems we have is that a lot of what we see in rap music is being described as hip hop. Because hip hop, I feel like rap music is just a part of hip hop. Hip hop, everything that is rap music is not always hip hop.
I agree. I agree.
Oh
my gosh, shit, I'm about to faint. Go ahead.
Gang.
Go with it, bro. I'm gonna back
That
off.
gang.
Go with
No,
it.
I'm just being real though, because that's the problem with I think a lot of people that aren't necessarily of the culture from the outside looking in. They mistake everything that seems, anything that a rapper does, anything a DJ does or whatever. They just assume that's all hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a part of what hip hop is. Like I always tell people, a rapper, you know, a MC can be a rapper, but a rapper can't be an MC.
Ooh.
Damn, Bun B is here. And then when you watch those reality TV shows, and because they say they're hip hop in the title, that don't mean it's hip hop there necessarily.
It don't mean it's love either.
That game.
Bun B. Wow, this album. Two things I've noticed about this album. There are moments where I'm feeling like I'm listening to a UGK album.
Okay.
Because Pimp C is on a couple of the tracks, and I just love hearing his voice paired up with you. Don't Play With Me is one of them where he's all up in the chorus, which is dope. Also, Cake, which is something we've been playing already. But the other thing, the spirit of the album, listening to Off Top, listening to I Like the Legendary, listening to The Best Is Back, listening to Gladiator. When you start off the verse, they thought I was over, they thought I was done, they said I wouldn't last, now I'm the last one.
Yeah.
Is that how you felt though? What,
That's exactly how I felt. Hip hop by nature is a young man's sport.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, I'm 40, which is like 65 in rap years.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to be gone a long time ago. The game was supposed to chew me up and spit me out a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not the most in shape dude. You know, my wife think I look good, but I don't know about that many other people.
That's all that counts.
You know, so, but you know, there's a lot of different factors that if you looked at me, I probably wouldn't fit in those parameters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the one thing is that I don't feel that, you know, even after being in this game for 20 plus years, I don't feel like anybody wants to be a great MC as bad as I do. Yeah. Like I came up watching hip hop being created, and I came up watching the first great legends of this culture. So that's who I emulate, you know what I'm saying? So every time I pick up the mic, I still think of how Rakim felt to me.
Yeah.
You know, how Coogee Rap felt to me, how Chris Parker, KRS-One, who I think probably doesn't really get a lot of credit.
Yeah.
As far as MC talent, I think 1-to-1, he could probably at any point in time eaten up any MC.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. You know.
KRS-One.
I think it'd be hard to say if that anybody was better than KRS-One when he was at his best.
Yeah.
Because that's what he was all about, waking up every day taking MCs out. And that's kind of mentality that I have. And it got to the point where like now the young dudes, they don't think that they can be better than us. So they never will be.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the problem. And I used to look at Rakim and I was like, yo, I want to walk in the room with them dudes and them dudes say that I was nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people think like that anymore. I think MCs walk in the room and they want other MCs to see they paid.
Yeah. Oh, Bun B is it? Bun,
you know, which is there's no problem with that because that didn't exist for hip hop for many years. Yeah. Like the money side of it did not exist in hip hop in the form that it does now.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we have to look and see if we're, you know, compromising the talent for the cash flow because, I mean, well, it depends on what you come in because a lot of dudes are not coming in with any really, you know, idea of what the culture represents.
Yeah.
So sometimes we can't get mad at people that don't represent hip hop the way we want them to because we left a lot of these young dudes hanging. We didn't raise them right.
We didn't pass down the information. I want to open up the phone lines for Bun B. Is here, man. I want to play this Gladiator track if it's all the same with you.
I love it.
All
Truck
right.
Buck.
All right, here we go, man. It's Bun B, 888-742-3345.
True gladiators
right
on
here.
deck.
Always say that. We got true gladiators in here. MCs that just are relentless on the mic.
Who, me and Heather?
That's right. You and Heather, Bun B and Heather B.
That's right.
A lot of B's in here. Bun B,
That's
Heather
right.
B, and
We from that school.
there it is.
No
Handle
doubt.
that.
What up, B? This album, you would just, you know, it's so lyrical. You know, there's songs with
Right.
Royce the 5'9" and Redman on it. There's songs with Raekwon that's on it. These are songs that you typically might not in the past expect Southern artists to collaborate with. But now it's the right time. The times have changed, right?
Well, yeah. For me, you know, it's all about sharpening my skills.
Yeah.
So in order for me to do that, I have to be around great MCs in order to, you know, keep myself in great MC mode.
Yeah.
So, you know, people like Redman, you know, highly underestimated for his lyrical ability. I feel like almost his entire career. Like he's always been greater than they ever gave him credit for. And they used to give him pretty pretty high credit.
Yeah.
You know, pretty high praise. Royce 5'9", another cat. I think is just really he was born. Royce 5'9", I feel like was really born to rap. I'm not sure what plans his mother and father had for him, but God wanted him to be an MC.
Yeah.
I truly feel like that, and I'm glad he is.
Now, a lot of New York artists have been talking about, Mano got the song with Jada, What Happened to My City.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I was speaking with Troy Ave, who has his New York City album out, and he was, a lot of New York artists are, complaining or bringing to the surface or observing that something has changed for New York and its artists that are coming out of rap music. I dare to say Houston have been going through some transitional issues, if you will.
Identity crisis.
Identity crisis,
Absolutely.
Right? Speak on that for me.
Well, the issue with Houston is that, this is the post-Screw era.
Yeah.
Prior to Screw, the early days of Houston hip-hop were very lyrical, started on the backs of MCs like Scarface, of course, but also people like E from OG Style, people like Rick from Royal Flush, people like 3-2 and Big Mike. A lot of these guys from the pre-Screw era were hardcore lyricists. They were just adamant about letting people know we are MCs, because that was the battle in those days. In the early days of Houston, it was about recognition, and it was about people acknowledging that we are just as capable as any MC from anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays, now that we've had this success, we've been accepted into, hip hop's culture. Houston is one of now the dominating factors as far as output in hip hop. And we got complacent, point blank period. And we've seen that happen in every region. At some point, people started to get comfortable with their positions.
Yeah.
And they start to take things for granted. You got to always be hungry in this game because everybody else is. Yeah. There's a million MCs you will never see that are every day waking up trying to come at you.
That's right.
And you got to keep that in mind, and you can't think that the money and the status builds a big enough wall that people can't climb it.
Yeah.
At some point, they're going to get over that wall, and they're going to get at you, and then you're probably not going to be ready because you've been so concerned about the wall.
Damn, Bun B, man. We in class right now, man. Shit, I didn't even have to sign up for this one. You have one of the most, Tracy G was bringing this up earlier, but there's been voices in rap that have always just cut through the norm. Ice Cube had one of those voices.
Yeah.
Chuck D had one of those one of those voices. Pac had one of those voices.
Sure.
Pimp C's voice.
Man, without question.
Was always unique. E40 sounds a certain Jay. Yeah, it's the rock. Yeah. Jay has one of those voices. Bun B you're one of the few remaining voices that transcends eras and times. And Tracy just gave you a big compliment. What did you say about his voice?
That it sounds presidential yet relatable.
Damn.
Yeah, it's true.
But when you listen to him on tracks like, let me see, Fire, or tracks like The Best Is Back, it also sounds dangerous. What I always liked about, in a good way as an MC, what I always liked about Bun, I heard that Santana track, All Hustle.
No
Luck.
Lantana, I'm sorry, Lantana track, All Hustle.
No Luck.
And when your voice came on, one of the first thing I thought, we were coming back from Atlantic City, is like, yo, Bun just has the type of voice that transcends eras. You're able to adjust, but without changing yourself. When I listened to this album, you just shared with me some of these songs you felt like were too soon to release at the time they were made. Why?
Well, I feel like, Trill OG, when we were doing the Trill albums, when we did Trill OG, there was a sound that I wanted that album to have. There was accessibility that I wanted that album to have. I wanted to bring people together with that music instead of like drawing these lines where, sometimes lyricism is something that people don't want to accept sometimes on that. You get a big plate, somebody puts a lot of food on there, it may look, it was like, you don't eat everybody's potato salad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it is. With
Come on now. Now you're talking
the food analogy.
I'm just keeping it real. So, I wanted to make a plate that was a lot more palatable for people. You know, I didn't want, you know, to introduce couscous and all that kind of, you know, foie gras and all that to people. I just wanted to give them meat and potatoes. That's what Trill OG was, meat and potatoes. This dish is, you know, was prepared a little differently. Yeah. Epilogue. And it's something that you may look at it and you may be like, wow, I don't normally try this. This looks good, though. I think I'd try this. And that's kind of how it was on songs like Off Top. It's not the normal records that I do, you know what I'm saying? But it's the message that I want to send, you know, and the normal way of sending those messages were not available to me in this song. I felt like it had to be presented a certain way.
You know, I want to play Off Top and then take some phone calls and let Heather and Tracy get a chance to ask questions because I know you have to go. I know it's a tight schedule. Let's play Off Top. 888-742-3345. 28 minutes until the hour is Bun B. That's Off Top, Bun B. The Epilogue. Pick that up. Trill OG.
Yep.
He's here real quick.
Happy to be here.
Man, it's good to have you. Lamar's in Alabama. Real quick, Lamar. Everybody got questions. We got to go real quick. What's your question?
I just want to say I've been on you since I was a young kid, man. I want to say I don't care how old you are, OG, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and it'd be nice to see you and Big Crit get on the project together if you can.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that, man. And Crit's an incredible talent, you know, an MC and producer. I think he represents the South and hip hop very well. I know people look at him as a modern day version of, you know, myself, Pimp, Ball, G, Big Boy, Andre 3000, kind of all rolled up in one.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah,
That's a lot of pressure.
He can carry the weight.
He produced that Cake song, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Country
Yeah.
Let me tell you about that country shit. All right, what up, man? We got somebody in Texas. Go ahead. What's your name?
Screwball.
Oh, Screwball. Go ahead. What's your call? What's your question for Bun?
Yeah, I got a quick question, but first I want to say I am always and forever will be UGK alumni.
That's right.
And that's just the truth of my soul. But one thing I want to ask you, Bun B, about Texas and the phases that a lot of the boys go through with this rap, hot 1 minute, hot one not. As an elder statesman in the game, do you ever encourage them young cats to take a different lane?
I try to give people advice that's exclusive to them. I can't just go around giving everybody the same advice because of how I feel about it. I got to help these cats progress, not just musically, but personally. And I think what people don't realize is that there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes in people's personal lives that affect the output of the music and the content. And sometimes you just got to pull some of these cats to the side and be like, yo, I know this might be going on or that's happening or this didn't happen, man, but you just got to, you know, you just got to push through it. You got to keep pushing through it. And, you know, when in doubt, rap. That's all I always tell MCs. When in doubt, rap. Because, you know, it's once you got that momentum from being an MC in the crib and being out there with the homies and being in the studio and then actually getting in the game and being on the road and being amongst other MCs, once you stop that momentum, it's hard to pick it back up, man.
Oh, yeah. When in doubt, rap. Well, Bun, man.
Just keep rapping. That's all I tell MCs, man. And they'll work themselves out. Everybody is where they supposed to be. I used to feel different about it, but at the end of the day, I feel like everybody is where they're supposed to be today. Tomorrow's different.
There it is. Bun B, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, he said it best for me, Sway. My question was going to be something else, but we talked about that while the music was playing. So now, when in doubt, rap. I want to hear Bun B spit something for me. Come on, Sway. Shit.
I was going to let him slide, but hey.
We just met. He could do something he already got out. I don't care. I just need to hear that voice.
I don't know if Wonder's ready to drop a beat or not.
Oh, man. Y'all are terrible.
Wonder was ready to drop a beat.
Bun B, professor at Rice University. Been rocking since 90, 91, 92, 93. Just
don't
keep flowing.
even quit. Bun B is still capable of straight spit.
Woo.
When I say spit, I mean flow. That's from the dough. And for you MCs out there that didn't know, this is me off the top of the dome. If you can't freestyle, then you need to go home. If you can't come off the top of your head with the fresh flow, you already know that your ass got to go. I'm in the building with a real OG. One is called Sway, one is called Heather B. Then there's me, the Trill OG. So that's Sway and Heather and Bun. Yeah, that makes 3. Anyway, we still letting boys know really. I'ma keep it Trill. No, I'ma show them Trilly how we represent for the South. Everybody ain't got goals in their mouth. Everybody ain't got candy paint on their car. But any and everybody will eventually soon be a star. Know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about. I'm good. Now, can I go home, Sway?
Yeah, you go home. I'm about to go home, too.
Gotcha.
Bun
Wow,
B, man. Trill OG,
I-
the Epilogue. That was nice, though.
It's good for the morning.
That was good for
I haven't burned anything yet.
Yeah,
But you know, you gotta, you know, if you're an MC, you should be able to rap at all times.
Thank you.
Maybe not to the best of your abilities, but you know, you can fuss and fight through, but you can't say no. You gotta rap.
Yo, we're going to use that as a sweeper. This is from the legendary Bun B, to any rapper that come up here. I'm going to play that back.
You gotta rap. I'm sorry. I didn't want to rap, but I'm gonna rap. Like, you gotta be prepared.
Man, get that Trill OG,
Who's
the
listening?
Epilogue.
You never know.
Yeah, man, you see
There's a
me
lot
all
of big
over the
dudes.
world.
There's a lot of big dudes in the building.
Yeah.
Major players out there. You know, it's a couple major players in the room. Sway might want to put me on. You know, I'm a free agent.
You're a free agent now?
I've been a free agent for the last 3 years.
So you're independent? You're
by
unsigned?
choice.
By choice.
Yeah.
Who did this album come out with?
This came out with Rap a Lot.
Rap a Lot. But
So,
that was
you know,
by doing
just a
this
one-off
project, Jay Prince. Okay.
Yeah, me and Jay Prince, you know, we're very communicable with each other, you know, and he was like, man, you got this music, it's just sitting here. Like, all these songs are just sitting here. Don't make no sense to not put it out. It's still good music. And I was like, well, I don't know. I ain't heard the music in 3 years.
Yeah.
So then when they presented it to me, I was like, oh, yeah, this still
sitting
jamming.
on something, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I forgot how good I was 3 years ago.
And now you're even better.
Yeah,
There
you know,
it is. So,
but you know, music if done properly is timeless. It doesn't matter when it was recorded. Love songs in the 50s, you know, still, you know, sound like a love song. And you know, I hear a lot of great stuff by R&B artists today, you know, but it still doesn't sound as good as Maze, by Isley Brothers. I mean,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Who today, modern singer, can make you feel like Luther, can make you feel like Stevie, like Marvin. We have great talent out there, but, you know, I feel like maybe in some instances we may have seen the greatest in certain things.
wow, that's real.
You know, but that doesn't mean you can't still strive for greatness.
Nah, I think Luke James sounds real good right now. He's close.
Luke James?
Luke James close.
You know, I think is really incredible. I don't think gets a lot of credit in America, but he's huge overseas. Kim.
Yeah.
Like Kim is one of those people that he sounds like the record.
Yeah.
Which I think is very undervalued nowadays.
Where's he from?
He's not American.
I thought they found him somewhere, like
Yeah, he's
homeless.
not-
and
Look that up. Look that up.
Spelled
Look that up.
K-E-M, Kim.
Okay, yeah. All right. Bum, man.
But the holder of the torch for R&B right now is Maxwell.
Maxwell. Ooh, that's a
Still.
good one.
If you really love good old fashioned R&B, hang on to Maxwell. He won't let you down.
There it is. Bun B, ladies and gentlemen,
Love
the
it, man.
legend.
Made my day.
Pick up the album Trill OG, the Epilogue. He will be on
Yes,
Rap Fix
yes.
tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes.
And also, you got a song I want to end this interview with the legendary DJ Screw, and it's dedicated to DJ Screw, and it got a lot of legends on it, including Zero and ESG, and there's a lot of folks on this song.
We even found a verse from Big Hawk. Rest in peace, Big Hawk.
Man.
So we closed the song out with Big Hawk. You know, so it got very real for Screwed Up Click members and Screwed Up Click fans. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear Hawk on a record. You know what I'm saying? And he on there talking about the Baltimore Ravens. He go harder than the Baltimore Ravens defense.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like timeless. That's
Yes,
what good music, if done properly, is timeless. If you playing with it, we won't even remember it this afternoon.
Bun B, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming by, my
Thanks
brother.
for having
This is the
me, my
legendary DJ Screw. Make sure y'all pick the album up.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.